Shut up, Windows. Alright, does everything sound good? Do I sound alright? Well, I'm not going to sound alright because if you can't tell from my voice being a little different, I got sick last weekend, like pretty much the day after the last stream, and now my voice is weird. But outside of that, like I'm already recovered pretty much mostly from it because it's been a week, so I think I'm fine on like in terms of I don't think I'm gonna be coughing up a bit. But my voice sounds weird. It probably also sounds weird, so I'm switching back to the headset mic because going back to the laptop mic wasn't that great. It didn't sound very good. So I'm gonna test to see if this sounds any better. And yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna test to see if this sounds any better. And yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna test to see if this sounds weird. It probably also sounds weird, so I'm switching back to the headset mic because going back to the laptop mic wasn't that great. It didn't sound very good. So I'm gonna test to see if this sounds any better. And yeah, that's the plan. So I'm gonna test to see if this sounds any better. And yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, it sounds really chopped, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna switch over to change the settings to make it not be sounding like chopped and stuff, but then it's gonna catch the sound of my fan whirling, which I don't want either, but I guess it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, you know? That's how it is. Yeah, it sounds really chopped, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna switch over to change the settings to make it not be sounding like chopped and stuff, but then it's gonna catch the sound of my fan whirling. It really is that fan that's causing all these darn issues. It stinks. Yeah, it really stinks. You think it would sound better if I swapped? No, but then it'd be weird on my ears, so I can't really do that. I don't know. Guess I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, computer sounds are bad. It sounds so bad. But I guess if you're watching a stream of a relatively obscure Pokemon fan game from on a channel that's got what, 80 subscribers, 86 subscribers, 87. Hey, somebody. I've been losing subscribers recently, but somebody actually decided to sign in. That's neat. Thank you for that. Good Samaritan. Samaritan. I say that as if it means anything to subscribe to a YouTube channel. Anyway, so the plan is it's going to be a shorter. It's going to be a shorter day because the main thing I want to do is to follow this route. If you reject Carla, whatever, the DLC girl from Gen 8 that I don't care about, just because because last time we didn't reject her. And went on our date, and also did not have sex with her because that'd be wrong. And yeah, that's the canon version of events for us. But we already went on this route here where we went to the arcade instead of the theater in New Game Plus, and like that's still going to be pretty much what I'm planning is that New Game Plus is going to be pretty much identical to Old Game Plus, Old Game Not Plus, I guess, in terms of what happens. But we're gonna explore all these other smaller routes and stuff, see what just to see what happens and stuff, and we're gonna follow those. So that's the plan. And like those aren't gonna be canon or anything to how it happens here. Like I fully intend on going back to this file and doing pretty much everything the way I did in the regular Game Plus. Like do the theater route for the Dawn's birthday. Accept Clara. Don't have sex with Clara. Go on the date with Leaf and just finish that out the way I planned on it. So that's the thing. But for today, we are going to explore the what ifs. You know, what if we reject Clara here? What if? Well, maybe not today, but I don't know. What if we slept with Clara? You know, that kind of thing. And so yeah, that's the plan. Let's do this. Alright, so I hate you. Good. Obviously, you do not actually say that, but if you reject this earnest girl's plea for a date, then doesn't that seem like if you reject this earnest girl's plea for a date, then doesn't it somewhat seem like that's what you're going to be saying? Maybe should reconsider. So I text jointly. Yes, let's go on a date. Yes, let's start a family. Yes, let's file our taxes jointly. You disgust me, wretched creature, while in filth and muck. I'm gonna screenshot all these because I want to show my friends later. Because not often such a beautiful girl approaches you so plainly, merely with such innocent request. Do you think that maybe you should give her a chance? I mean, let's be honest. You are really going to do any... Ah, shoot. I should. Yeah. This is the plan. And let's be honest, you really going to do any better than her? Let's see, who's your highest ranked bottom out? Dawn? Leaf? Do you really see those working out for either of them? Come on, stay on track. Stay on the tracks. I will kill for you. I would die for you. I would kill myself and die for you. I would like to play this game incorrectly. Huh? Sorry, Clara, you seem like a girl, but I just met you, like, 20 minutes ago. I'm not sure I should be dating someone so soon, you know? Ha, Daniel, what are you talking about? I didn't ask you for a date. I'm pretty sure you... Oh, you're really cute, I get it, but you don't need to pretend like I said something I didn't. I know you heard me properly. It's alright, I won't hold it against you. Just talk to you later, okay? Maybe I misunderstood what she was saying? I could have sworn that... Huh. Well, I guess I don't have the best memory. Well, I don't have the best memory, I guess. Your stomach suddenly lets out a loud growl. Wait, I just realized. Clara ate, but I didn't have any food with me. I have to get some lunch from the cafeteria. I should probably... Just one missed lunch, and I'm suddenly wondering if Kilwan's worth it. Viva. I mean, I suppose this doesn't matter, because I don't plan on... Because I don't plan on continuing with this file, so... Yeah, but, I don't know. I'm weird. I guess to make it easier for future me, like, when I go back, off-stream, obviously, to make sure I do all the things that I planned on doing. Four, 2 with Herbert, 6, which will be 5. Yeah, I'm good with. Hilda. It's Hilda and Herbert I need here. Duo-type class seems to be the share here. What's Rosa? Oh, you electric psychic and Nate. Nate, I don't need to worry about. I guess Keel. I already got ice. Whatever that's worth. What do I put for rock? Yep. Alrighty. Univalot. Let's go to steel. Never asked the top chart yet. Really? In Koban? Feel a bit better about my chances now. You ever tried punching through a brick wall? Common, here's a little secret. It's not the wall that gets hurt. That's the logic behind training a Pharisee. They're as tough as they are slow. Very, and take more hits than they dish out. But it suits me just fine. Pharoseed's iron barbs damage. Pharoseed's iron barbs damage any opponent which hits it with a consecutive contact move. Oh my god. I can't read today. Give it a rocky helmet to hold, and those barbs hurt even worse. Meanwhile, your Pharoseed can regain health using Leech Seed, and block every second attack with Protect. Put all that together, your Pharoseed will take one attack every 2 turns. During that time, it will regain a quarter of its health and reduce your opponents by more than half, without ever attacking. Of course, only contact moves trigger iron barbs, and same goes for Rocky Helmet, plus one flamethrower will put out a Pharoseed right out of business. But against the right kind of Pokemon, Pharoseed's a wall too high to climb. Byron says that if your opponent gets annoyed, it's their problem. F-class make pause increases. Let's see, increases to 6. Your steel type Pokemon can now reach level 6. Yes, this is the test where Melody starts screwing you over by being a nuisance. Welcome back to class, ladies and gentlemen. As you may recall, from our first class, Byron Lawrence Vivas III mentioned that his niece would be joining us for this class. I'm afraid I don't see you, Miss Phoebos III. Would you please stand up? It's not how titles work. She's not here. I don't see her. Yeah, there's no one new here, Professor. Well, I suppose I'd better get started then. I want to give you as much time for the exam as possible. Let's see, I was talking about type coverages. Ah, yes. One often wants their coverage moves to cover a wide array of possible opposing types, hitting as many Pokemon for at least neutral damage as possible. Electric and Ice, Ground and Rock are particularly reliable combinations, exemplified through the combination of Thunderbolt and Ice Beam, and Earthquake and Stone Edge, respectively. Another technique that cannot be ignored when speaking of coverage moves is Hidden Power. Being a move learnable by almost every Pokemon, it also is a move that can be any type. Curiously, a Fairy-type Hidden Power has not yet been able to manifest in some regions, but at Koban it's been observed commonly. Frankly, we're not sure why. There are theories that Hidden Power draws its power from the hidden legends of a region, or Pokemon of immense power that watch over and guard various regions. There simply aren't many Fairy-type legendary Pokemon to be found in other regions. Perhaps that explains why these hidden powers are unable to be drawn from. The theory somewhat breaks down when one considers Kalos, though. And of course, I would be even more hard-pressed to name a Fairy-type legend that lives in Koban, never mind prove its existence. This may just be one of those mysteries we'll have to wait for Instructor Valerie to reveal someday. Oh, apologies for the tangent. I'll be trying to avoid doing that. In any case, there are 2 more things you should know about this test. Every opponent will have the ability Wonder Guard, instead of whatever abilities they would normally have. As a reminder, Wonder Guard prevents non-super effective damage from directly damaging moves. The second is that it does not matter if your Pokemon faint, as long as you have one Pokemon left standing at the end. Of course, that's only true in hypothetical essay battles such as this. Such philosophy would be looked on with some concern by Instructor Karen if you want to try that in a real battle. Right, with that covered, please take out your pencils and... Remember this will be graded. I suppose I needn't really say that for every quiz then. I'm sorry, Class 1B. This is one point where I really am just an old man set in his ways. I don't think I can physically stop saying that. Oh well. Good luck. Yeah, luckily I should have what I did before here. Let me just find that screen. Hang on. I'm not even gonna bother with like trying to remember what the heck I'm supposed to do. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so that's not the right stream. I guess this is. See, what did I do here? What did I do here? So I signal beam. Down it goes. It's one Skiddo. Skiddo fainted. For Swaggy. Is it not gonna... Huh, that's weird. That's... Melly's supposed to be bothering us right now. That's odd. Then I use Bite. Pay that. Then I use Steamy, which has Dazzling Gleam. Down it goes. That's strange. Anyway, I'm gonna use go to the Wigglytuff, use Gyro Ball. Is it because I... Buzz. Trailblaze. There it goes. Huh, you think the Clara thing is causing this to happen? That would be interesting if it was. That'd be really, really interesting if it was. I'm thinking. You win. I'm afraid that's the amount. I'm afraid that's the amount of time you're allotted, students. What? No, I didn't get to finish because Melody was so distracting. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. That was bullshit! I barely had time to finish, and crap, Scraggy's fighting Dark type, isn't it? Dark and fighting, actually, but that doesn't really matter. I thought it was fighting Dragon. I guess I should have stuck with Instructor Claire a bit longer. I think I did alright, but everyone else just had a much harder time, and Pirate Sam was really trying to turn things around. The entire classroom is staring daggers at Melody. Well, Miss Melody, now that the quiz is over, if you could come to the front of the classroom and introduce yourself. Nah. Miss Melody, I've been extremely patient. I asked for the modicum of respect, so nah. You're asking me to do something stupid, so I'm not going to. Introduce myself? Everyone knows who I am. I'm Melody. Mark it, memorize it. This is the part where you call the DC, by the way. DC, Disciplinary Committee? Did you not get it? Miss Melody, I will acquiesce to your request to remember your name, but there's one thing, in turn, I will not let you forget. I'm Professor Samuel Okito Oak, and I'm the inventor of the Pokedex you carry with you. I reigned as College League champion from 1996 to 1997, or 1966 to 1970. I am the grandfather of a battle team member, and the teacher of 4 other students who are or were on the battle team. You may disagree with my methods, personality, or reputation, but I will not tolerate any further conduct that distracts or disrespects my students. Finally, I am accustomed to a certain level of respect for my students. I do not ask you to be my fan, but you have made your point. No further elaboration is necessary. Okay. I don't hate you any more than the other teachers anyway. Splendid. Whoa, Professor Oak was a champion? Dude, didn't you know? This joke still gets me. Crazy, but what's even crazier is that Melody chick. She was the student before. What's her problem? No, I've heard her grades were so bad last year that she threatened a teacher and was kicked out. Huh? No, I've heard something way different. Archie was kicked out of a different school for attacking a student. And we're only taking her back because Lawrence is paying triple. Weird, hearing people spread rumors about someone else. Honestly, it's kind of relief, but maybe I should say something? What did I do here? What did I do here? Yeah, I did dissuade the rumor mongers last time, so I'm going to stay silent now. I'll place myself in line of fire. Maybe this will draw some attention away from me. Take a quick look at Melody. You can't even tell if she's looking in your direction with her sunglasses on. She's still sitting on the desk. Well, I believe that covers everything we need to address in today's lesson. I'll have these tests graded back to you by tomorrow. Have a nice rest of your day, Gramps, we need to talk. Oh, now's not the best time. There's no such thing as the best time. We need to talk now. Very well, please come meet me in my laboratory. What do you think that was about? I think I got a pretty good idea. Oh yeah? He's probably going to tell Sammy about his Eevee new ability. He hadn't done that yet? Nah, you know him though. I keep thinking I do, and then... Well, enough about him. Sound the horns, because I've got to report to you on the stats of our date. Let me guess. A meteor hit the cafe and we need to delay again? Good sir, I am shocked and appalled, but honestly, that's completely fair. We just had the shittiest luck setting this up. We? But nah, it's nothing like that. It's just that everything's still on track for Wednesday. Great, looking forward to it. I hope it's worth the wait. I'm trying to think really hard about something I thought you'd like, but well, we're very different people. I might be completely off base. I don't think you will be. We may be different people, but I like spending time with you. As long as we're doing something together, I'll be enjoying myself. Just busting out lines like that and press openly called the disciplinary to pick up a PDA. And I'm well known for my adherence to and compliance with their edicts, so naturally this is not an appealing proposition for me. Your sarcasm is the hottest thing about you, you know that? And here I thought it was my ability to recite every Pokemon in the Pokedex order. Actually, that's incredibly dorky, but I like my men to be meatheads whose inner monologues sound like the size of bread falling over. You're thinking about it now, aren't you? Yeah, I'm trying to picture what that even sound like. Perfect. I didn't think it was possible, but you've gotten even better. I guess you're angling for that second date early. Should I tell Leaf about Clara? Nah, Clara apparently didn't even ask me out anyway, so there's nothing to tell. Well, on that note, I should be going. Got some time to kill this evening. Alright, see you back at the dorms. You try to put Melody out of your mind as you resolve to enjoy your free time without interruptions. You're still quite hungry, though. Alright, so what are we doing today? Melody's up there. Herbert. Yeah, I need Herbert. I need Herbert real bad here. But I haven't gotten a lot of the Rosa recently. I need more from her. It's Monday. That say 5 bond? That says 5 bond. So, get one Herbert. Nick's already there, so I don't need to worry about him. But Five is a lot. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Gilbert's the one I gotta do here. 3, great. Nice. You sure? What you're saying is all right, Sonny? Do you don't believe me? Now, I believe you well enough. Just, being an influencer and all, I've heard a fair share of diss about myself. These aren't just rumors, Raihan. I was here last year. I saw her. Fair enough, yeah. I try to keep an open mind, though. You like some kind of mild disagreement? Hey, what's up? Daniel, maybe you can talk to the stick-headed gym leader. You don't always have to tell the truth. Well, what are you talking about? Who else? Melody. Sunny here's trying to convince me that Melody's pretty much the devil herself. Of course, I trust Sunny, but you get in the DMs of any one of my haters, I'll sound pretty off myself. I'm not the only one. Ask anyone else who went there last year. Well, I suppose I could, but... Look, there! Rolly! Hey, Sonia. Hey, Sonia, right? What's up? It's Melody. Right, Raihan here isn't believing what I'm telling about her. Oh, geez, yeah, that's been a big pain in the ass already. No, listen, 3 reports about her already, and those are the ones the disciplinary committee felt needed our attention. Of course, there's little we can do to tell of the issue to Dean Drayton. Cookie, you mean she's actually that much of a problem? Well, as the acting student council, we should not tell stories that paint the students under our responsibility in a negative light. But I'm totally going to anyway. Brawly. Just one story. I love telling that one. I suppose a dry recounting of the facts will not be out of line for preparatory purposes. I feel as though I've opened some door I can no longer close. Excuse me, Roxy. Alright, now, you 3, listen up. Big Brother Brawly's gonna tell you a seafarer's tale that will chill your bones more than any story about Sharpedo or dead waves could. Should we grab some popcorn? Raihan, this is serious. This is a matter of survival. Brawley, remember, recount only the facts. Let's not speculate on possible other misdemeanors. Given Melody's rap sheet, there's hardly a need to embellish. Hey, clear the air. I'm getting to my groove. By all means. Oops. Last year, I shared one class with Melody. Just one. We did homework together, but we had an elective together. We were taking Instructor Juan's elective. Oh, yes, I remember Instructor Juan. Not ringing a bell. He taught the water type class, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and he was the teacher of Instructor Wallace. Mentored him, apparently. Not in Cobalt, but back in Hoenn, in Pacific Log. You mean Sotapolis. Huh? Do I? You do? Damn. It's been so long trying to figure out how to pronounce that. Anyway, that part is important. Billy and I took Instructor Juan's elective together. And what I saw in that class, some people are just bad apples, you know? Well, known for spoiling the bunch, unless immediately removed from the barrel. She hated Instructor Juan. That's speculation. No, she just straight up said she hated him. The two would get into arguments all the time. Melly would even start screaming at him in class, and he kicked her out of class a ton. We're pretty sure her grades were in the toilet, and she was angry that he wasn't bending the rules for her. Please remove the speculation from the record. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, Instructor Juan just straight up disappeared. And I'm not pointing fingers, but there's only one person who hated him enough to make that happen. You make it sound like she kidnapped him. Well, we know where he is. He's running the Sotapolis gym, but he disappeared from his teaching position without a word of explanation to his class. We, as student council, had to field tons of confused questions about where he was and what his students should do. And what happened? I stepped up. Not much of a water teacher, mostly focused on fighting types, but that class was like totally sunk without someone in charge. He was very noble. I only taught that class for like a week, then Chef Kofu took over until Instructor Wallace decided to try teaching. His students seemed happy enough, but it's a irresponsible choice. Teachers hold the livelihoods and futures of their students in their hands, not something to be done on a whim. Roxy's a Steven fangirl. She took it very personally when Wallace trounced him. Speculation? So Melody got a teacher fired. I mean, that's pretty bad, but... Baton pass, Brawley. I'm up. Got it. You've only begun to hear the start of the story. Anyway, this is where things get grisly. Brawley attended the class with 3 women of unparalleled beauty. Yes, Roxy? Is there something you'd like to say? Unparalleled beauty is an unverifiable matter of opinion. My mistake. Perhaps you would forgive me if I were to apply that descriptor to you instead? Well, that's still subjective. They were known as the Sensational Sisters. Their names were Daisy, Lily, and Violet. The most popular girls in school, they were solid 10th and never bothered or even harassed. Truly, I would have given anything to be one of them. But I suppose I was doomed to their shadow, given my name was not Flower. It's not a flower. Sonny, your last name is Magnolia. It's not the same. Feels the same to me. Yes, they are powerful, practiced, and perfect. We, as the student council, were often forced to negotiate with them, given their sway over popular opinion. But I set the tower up just now to make the eventual destruction even more poignant. Melody managed to steal their boyfriends. That is not confirmed. Whatever the case is, one after another, their boyfriends broke up with them, publicly. You have to understand the social stigma here. All 3 of their boyfriends were ace members of the battle team. They, in turn, were the stars of the cheer squad. We have a cheer squad? Boy, do we. We got stuck in their changing room. Right, Leap told me about that one. She rescued you, right? That's one interpretation of events. Ahem. Sorry, carry on. So yes, as I was saying, social stigma, they were the perfect pairs, created out of perfect people. To break up, whatever occurred must have been tremendous. We, the student body, were left unpulsed and wondering. Until, of course, everything became incredibly clear. Violet's, or perhaps Daisy or Lily's, I don't remember which ex, confessed to Melody. Clearly, Melody had managed to seduce the 3 most popular girls' boyfriends away from them. Really, Roxy? That's Really? Roxy? That's speculation, right? It's permissible. What? Is this because he called you pretty? I'll call you pretty too. Later, Faulkner, please wrap up. Well, whatever happened, Melody managed to break of the 3 biggest couples in the school in one fell swoop. High school level nonsense. That it might be, but it was immensely entertaining, Roxy, if you would. I have not much to add. There's only one thing I'm confident of. One thing I can say that requires no interpretation or imagination to bring the truth. And with no further permissibles, Melody is absolutely untouchable. For whatever reason, nothing any student, teacher, or even teen training does can affect her. We are, regrettably, amongst the most that powerless number. You're telling me even Dryden can't just expel her? For one reason or another, no. But I'm certain she could walk up to Dean Drain, steal his Pokemon, and he would not lift a finger against her. It's true, she gets away with everything. Some people think she's blackmailing Dean Drain somehow. I saw her today. She wasn't wearing a uniform. Amongst her least offensive infractions, and yet still one that aggravates for no good reason. Well, Raihan, I hope that I've made the veracity of Sonia's statements clear to you. I also heard she was kicked out of school for being violent towards her classmates, and even teachers. We cannot confirm that. Guess I should have listened to you then, Sonny. Sounds like you were pretty right on the money. Thank you. As the acting student council, we of course seek the success and happiness of all the student body. That being said, stay away from Melody. For your own safety, bros. In lieu of perfect information, one can only act on the information that is immediately apparent, and the information that is apparent in circumstance is quite telling. Well, thanks for the news. I won't spread it around, honest. No worries about that. I follow you on Rotophotos. I know you're a good guy. Happy birthday, by the way. It's your birthday, Raihan? Yeah, sorry, mate. I'll try to keep that under wraps. Oh, sorry, bro. I believe that's our cue to depart. Please make it back to your dorm shortly. Curfew soon. Raihan, why were you trying to hide your birthday? Nothing serious. Just to know, you and Ness are enough. Besides, people send me gifts all the time. Give me stuff for free. Birthdays aren't so special. And I'm already older than most people here. Don't want to draw attention to that, right? You're hardly Opal's age, Raihan. You don't need to worry about seeming old. You say that, but it's amazing how quick your tempo drops off when you hit 25. Of course, I got a few good years till that. I'm not in any hurry. Sorry, Raihan. I wish I knew it was your birthday. I'd have brought you a gift. Now, I'm fine, really. Just promise me a good battle sometime later. With that Pikachu, I'll say you're good for it. And I'll say you're good for it. Sure. Alrighty. Right then, we should probably head back to our dorms, like Faulkner said. Yeah, alright, see you later. You make your way back to dorms, but really, Yellow neither seemed to already have gone to bed. Blue's just sitting on the couch, looking forlornly at Inferno's and Logos mat. Leaf, sitting on the other end of the couch, seems to be trying to escape without being noticed. Hey, Blue. You're back. True. Guess game night's cancelled? Guess so. You talked to your grandfather? Yeah, I talked to Gramps. I know how Eevee works now, so that's great. Are you going to tell us? No, information is power, and I may be able to use it to surprise one of you, too, and beat you with it. Yeah, I probably should have expected that. Well, the area is really awkward, so I'm just going to go to bed. You wait for a while, but Blue doesn't say anything more. Following Leaf's lead, you also go to bed. Yep. Alrighty. What do I got? That I need to text here. Nothing. Already got there. So, Ollie, Brandon, Bianca, Faye, already there. Hilda's gonna meet there soon enough. I don't have Herbert's number, so Misty, you're pretty much the only one I need here. Do you want to text Misty? Yep. How you doing? Good now. Text. Sure thing, Misty. Drifting off to sleep. Yep. Uh-oh. I don't like that sound. You cannot sleep. Wait. Who is this? Is this Leaf? There are nights, occasionally... Did this happen last time? Let me check. No, it did not. This is entirely new. Yep, alright. Alright, let's do this. There are nights, occasionally, when you resent the spacious bed you have, when the soft pillows remind you only of how wide the space between you and anyone else, and how empty your bed is at present. Not even the sis smile of Alto, your stuffed Cleffa, is enough to keep away the dark thoughts right now. Oh. That's... Whitney. Yeah, Whitney, I'm not losing my marbles. Oh, that's cool. The entire thing's flipped. That's pretty cool, actually. Dang. Yeah, it is Whitney. Anyway. 26. Carry. That's pretty cool. That's really neat. That they change up the socials and the traits specifically for this random cutscene. Not random. This one cutscene. It's weird. Gosh, level 7. That's crazy. I wonder if Flandery's awake. Can I go bother her? She'll definitely be awake. It's only barely after midnight. I can still hear her typing. This sucks. I'm too proud to be feeling bad about myself. It's all that darn Daniel's fault. Getting up in my beeswax about mending bridges and making amends and junk. Easy for him to say. People probably just forgive him for anything. I can't be forgiven for stuff I've done though. Maybe I should take a shower just to pass the time. No, that might wake up Jasmine and Grusha. I guess I'll just stare at the ceiling until the guilt knocks me out then. The ceiling is made of ceiling. That ceiling light looks kind of like a boob. Well, my ceiling light is a fan, so... Well, I guess I could... Wit. Ah! Hey, what's the big idea? Screaming like that this hour at night. I'm sorry, I just didn't expect to see you there. Let me just turn the lights on. Sorry, guess I should have knocked. Is everything alright? We heard the most awful screaming. It wasn't that bad. I just had a bit of a nightmare. Flame's here now, though, so I'm good. Oh, thank goodness. I feared the worst. I wasn't sure exactly what I could do, but I thought I should at least check on you. Thanks? Hey, wait, Grusha, you're a guy! You can't be here, you're a guy! Get out of here! Really? But the sight of your granny blouse fills me with such lust and ecstasy. You jerk, these are not a granny blouse, it's cute and airy! Mi abuela says the same thing. Jasmine, take your femboy out. Rude, god darn it. That's going to the friends. Sorry. Come on, Grusha. Leave these two alone. Adios. Phew. Flan, you're still wearing your sleeping mask. Yeah, it's a loose mesh. I can see through it well enough. Sometimes when I know I'm going to be tapping till early in the morning, I just put it on, blocks out the blue light from my laptop. I don't want to go blind before I'm 30. Of course, when I was staring at the computer screens 8 hours a night for years before I met you, so it might be a little too late at this point. Sorry, nurse course, we're contractually obligated to tell our friends that they've been doing something that kills them for years. Still, I can't believe that soda's bad for you. I mean, it has bubbles. Bubbles are always good. You could have known that one by reading the back of the can. Wait, I'm a writer. You know we don't read. So, you're still up? Yeah, you too, it looks like. But that's not surprising.
Choose over, I want to chat. Sure.
Flannery runs a hand through her hair. She seems distracted.
I talked to Daniel a while back. So did I. My meeting with him ended with me screaming at him as he ran away from me.
Sim, he's really good at running, isn't he? It's such a pain.
Right.
Yours and Flannery's understanding of Daniel bore out of a mutual irritation increased by 3.
He said some weird stuff while we were talking. Like he said that I deserve to be angry and that talking with someone like an actual professional might help.
Flan, that's what I've been saying for years.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I guess I needed to hear it from someone who wasn't you.
Oh.
Sorry, that's not what I meant to say. Damn, I'm so much better with words when I'm writing. Wait, I'm just trying to say that you're always there for me. You've always been there for me, and so I guess when you look out for me, I don't think much of it. I just accept it. But now that Daniel's been chatting with me about some of these stuff, I'm starting to realize what you actually do for me, and I just took it for granted before. I guess I'm here to apologize. Thank you for everything you've done. I need you to feel
my voice cannot do high pitch. I mean, I already can't do high pitches normally, but now that I'm trying to recover from being sick and stuff, it's like even more so, you know.
And thank you for everything you've done. I need you to feel normal, but I'm not sure if I really ever appreciated you for it, so... Ah, damn it, I can't do this. Look, Whitney, you're my best friend, and I love you, alright? But don't understand me, I know, sorrow love, friendly love, the kind of love that doesn't lead to me taking a peek at you in the shower. You've told me before, and I've told you before that I'm very disappointed, but I can live with that. Huh, wait, no, this can't, no, not now, this can't be happening, not now, abort mission, abort, you're stupid pig, you're the best friend, abort! What you talking about there, Flan? Okay, look, I'm not saying anything, I'm just curious, but you know how Daniel likes, girls and boys? Do not encourage her, you idiot, she'll literally ruin the one meaningful relationship you have, do not encourage her. Sure, it's pretty common, about 1% of people last time I checked. Don't normalize it, don't shame her! Don't normalize it. Shame her. Tell her she's crazy. Tell her she's a freaking weirdo. Turn her down right now. Okay, I don't know. I guess 1% is still a lot if it's all people. Well, look, maybe I just had me writing a few too many Cynthia-themed fics. But I've really been thinking recently, I've been whining about how many dates I have been going on great, so... do you get where I'm getting at? Say no, say no. If you care about Flannery even a little bit, you have to say no idea. Yeah, I think you're thinking you might like girls too? You know what? I've been up way too long and my head's going to weird places. I should get to bed. Maybe I should just finish up the scene where I was working on and... Good, you can work with this. Just let her leave. Let her never mention it to you again. You know she won't. She's too embarrassed and just say nothing and you can make this work. Flan, are you confessing to me? No, maybe. I'm on the fence. Okay. Why are you on the fence? I don't know. It's not that you're my best friend or anything like that. I know we'd work. It's not that you're not perfect for me. I mean, I always thought you were cute, and I didn't think you were. I just didn't think you were, cute. But how do I even know if I like girls? I mean, the old folk back in the Lawbridge House told me everyone changes when they go to college, but I think that would happen to me. And the kind of thought they meant I'd start trading ice types or something else, not this. Please, I'm begging you. Don't do this. Shut her down. We can keep her if you don't get greedy. You'll be cheating on Shauna technically. Don't you care? Don't you care that you'll be a monster? It doesn't matter if you like girls, because it sounds like you like me. And I'm a girl, in case you didn't notice. Yeah, I definitely noticed. How'd you learn you like girls? I'm not sure I remember. I think my first crush was Priscilla, though. She was a teacher at the Earl's Pokemon Academy in Violet City. Maybe it was her? you doing, Whitney? You specifically said you should avoid dating anyone new. You specifically said you'd break up with Shauna before you dated anyone new. This is your last chance. Look, I'm not smooth or good with words unless I'm in front of a laptop, really, so I'm just gonna be straight up about this. Can we make gosh darn it. Can we make out? I need to know if this is real, and the only thing fanfic has taught me about relationship is that if we don't do this now, we'll be stuck in the will they won't they thing for like 50 chapters. Please, no. Flan, I've waited so long to hear you say that.
Good for them. Anyway. And so they made out.
Well done. That's another relationship you ruined. I don't know, this one might work out. Get real. The only lasting relationship you ever had was with your milk tank. Clary's going to see how awful you really are by the second date. You could have stopped this. You could have kept someone for once. But you were just too selfish. You don't deserve her. She doesn't deserve you. And I mean both of these in the most hurtful way. And because I'm you, they can be very hurtful. Like Flannery's going to find out far too soon. It's only a matter of time. TikTok Militant. I mean, I like that that's anime accurate. TikTok, Whitney Milton. TikTok.
And so Flan and Whitney started dating. Guilt takes over as you feel your relationship with Flannery evolved from best friend to future ex. Hey, Yellow. Morning, Yell.
Morning.
Did you do something with your hair?
Blue never notices.
Okay. Noticed you and Ethan weren't there for game night last night. That's 2 weeks you missed it, right? Maybe Blue and Leaf actually do have something in common.
Yes, I went to bed early. I was watching a coordinators club meeting, and it went a bit long, and I didn't want to risk leaving while Lisa was training the coordinators, and in case she thought I was one trying to escape.
I hear she can be pretty intense. But I didn't know you were interested in coordinating.
I'm not really. I was just looking for something to do. Normally I'd spend my evenings with Blue, but since we weren't talking, well, I wandered all over the school until I found the coordinators.
Think you might try out?
No, definitely not. They're all so pretty and graceful and confident. I wouldn't last a second in the ring with them. Besides, the outfits the coordinators wear, they're a bit much for me.
Hey, you never know until you try. So the coordinators club holds the meetings on Mondays?
No, not usually, but Lisa's been holding a lot of extra meetings. There's a big contest coming up, and Lisa wants to make sure the coordinators club puts the best show they can. The contest was called the Millennium Drop Water Festival contest?
Bit of a mouthful.
Yeah, that's why they just call it the Millennium Drop.
And that'd be fun to watch.
If you want, you can attend a coordinators club meeting. Lisa calls them almost every other day. If there's not one today, there should be one tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you participate in a contest, buddy. Well, unless you want to, I guess. Who knows? I always said I was going to be a Pokemon champion. Never specified what kind. Maybe I'll go be a contest champion. Well, that'd be top coordinator, but you didn't have to laugh at me, Peaks. Homework quickly passes, with Oak seeming serious and focused, hinting that the quiz coming on Thursday will involve the effects of terrains. You'll hiccup his melody, who'll probably leave 20 minutes before the end of class. Sam's lid tightens, but he otherwise doesn't react. Roxanne said no one can touch Melody. Does Sam already know that, or has he not tried yet? Well, at least she was wearing a uniform this time. Okay. I'm gonna take a hot second to do some I'll be real with you. I'm just gonna yap with some of the folks. Oops. Man, I really hope I'm not showing any of this junk on screen, actually. Because that'd be a really big violation of the old privacy. Why does my screenshot take the screenshot of both my screens? This is so stupid. Anyway. Alrighty. Man, my computer must be screaming at me on account of having OBS open, this game open, the Discord open, and the YouTube stream open all at the same time. Man, this would have taken like not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes if I didn't have to crop this because my stupid computer took the screenshot of both my screens. Where's my... There it is. You know what, I might as well edit this now. I'm gonna send it later to make it look like it's been a while between these two moments, but where was I? Alright. Looking at socials as if I don't already. Yeah, Hilda I don't need to worry about. Herbert I do need to worry about. Gotta go to ice class for these two. And then I think I could start focusing on Rosa here. Problem is she's in just about none of the classes that have overlap with others. So now the way I gotta take the ice here. Regardless. Coffee. Thanks, though. I don't actually on me. Yep. General studies.
Training ice-type Pokemon is such a blessing and a curse. They're so pure and sweet and snuggable, but the tragedy of their existence feels like an icicle to the heart. You know that there are fewer ice-type species of Pokemon than any other element. Even worse, most live in restricted dwellings and habitats. Avalanche grows so much smaller than they used to. Amazonite, either on the brink of extinction, swimming Beartic can't find enough icebergs to rest on. Oh, it's just horrible. All this is the result of climate change. That means old Mr. Groudon and Kyogre brought back the rain, but there's no ancient god to make things cold. That mean old Mr. Groudon, Kyogre, brought back the rain, but there's no ancient god to make things colder again. And to think some people enjoy the warmer winters.
Coffee, bonds increases. Yep. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you and not say that as a Texan, the warmer winters make it less unbearable for me. But I also am smart enough to recognize that it is absolutely a terrible thing for the planet, so I'm not going to encourage it.
Which is why it's important to practice your abilities to determine a Pokemon's age at a glance. How much experience the Pokemon has, you figure out how hard the Pokemon will fight. If you know how experienced a Pokemon is, you figure out how it will fight, which is much more important. Brendan, what's that sad face for? Oh, it's nothing big. Sorry, I don't want to disrupt and slow down the class or anything, but I'm not really getting this.
State your concerns.
Sure, I just don't get how knowing a Pokemon's age helps us with how it'll fight. Sorry, I get that's the most basic part of what you're trying to explain. It's totally fine. I'm sure lots of other people would appreciate a further explanation too.
Shoot, what'd I do here? It's opposite day today. I think I got a feeling I won't get anything if I don't agree to do this.
Boy, you just took my time advantage, Daniel, but you just kind of stood there, sending a really powerful move. It's exactly right. Pokemon are the same way. Young Pokemon are usually attack more quickly and less careful about spending their energy. Older Pokemon often prefer to line up precise, powerful attacks that guarantee a hit. These preferred battle styles are often categorized in groups called natures. Of course, there are many other factors besides age. Personality is a significant one. Even personality often changes with age. Anyways, does that help, Brendan? Totally! But, got another question, though. That's what we're here for. How do you prefer the age of Pokemon? Like, they all look the same, don't they? Not necessarily. It takes an experienced eye, though. Not even Pokedexes are accurate enough to determine the age at a glance. A lot of what you'll see are the same sort of things you'll look for in human beings. Size is an indicator, crane plumage or fur is a significant one, crunching and chewing your teeth, horns or scales. Oh, and for you Charmander fans out there, there's a lot of fire-type Pokemon have exposed flames. On regular, the flames tend to be larger and redder. Older ones have yellow, smaller flames. Bug Pokemon don't tend to live that long, 10 to 30 years depending on size. Though there are exceptions, like Pokemon, who can easily live longer than humans. They don't always, though. Most mid-sized mammal Pokemon, like Herdier and Raichu, live somewhat from 30 to 50 years. Dragons can hit 100 or often more. These are just generalizations, of course. It's worth noting that an unevolved Pokemon might be very old, or an evolved Pokemon may be very young. Experience, capital E, is measuring the ability of Pokemon's energy, Poke energy, not life experience. The only thing that can measure that is a calendar. Okay, does the lifespan of a Pokemon change when it evolves then? Like, you said Raichu could live for 30 to 50 years. What about Pichu? A friend told me Pichu evolved into Pikachu and then Raichu, but like, Pikachu are way smaller, right? Does that mean evolving it lets it live longer? Good thinking. Evolution does not seem to change the lifespan of a Pokemon, though. Even a Bagon, for example, can live for over 100 years, even if it never evolves. Thanks, sir. That really helps out a ton. Of course, there are some Pokemon where visual assessment is simply not possible. The Ghost-type Pokemon do not ever visibly change, nor do they age. Some Steel types are similarly visually unchanged, though they do age. In any case, though, in case like those, your best bet might really just be size. Almost all Pokemon get bigger with age, even if they don't age. That's wild. Why do they get bigger then if they don't age? It's me. One of the Pokemon friends probably knows. Older, we know this. Because an unaging Pokemon's maturity is connected to their accumulation of Pokemon energy. As they are gathering more energy, it affects their physical body too. Many martial artists and Pokemon train to allow their energy to influence their body, but for some Pokemon, it's a condition of their birth. Oh yeah, I think I've heard about that once. Wasn't there a massive haunter causing trouble in Kanto? It was like hundreds of years old, right? Black Fog, Celadon City's darkest tower. Fortunately, Pokemon was captured, retrained, and released. How'd they catch it? Massive Pokeball. Come again? We used a massive zone Pokeball. I have to hear the logistics of this. I'm not sure that the creation of such an artifact with immense power is a closely guarded secret. Agatha was the only one who knew exactly how it worked. Spoiler sport got me all excited over the idea of catching an enormous... Well, really, I'm not sure what I want to catch, but not with you using a massive Pokeball, it's something I like to try. Like those big balls they have in Galar. I think I could Dynamax an entire garland of them up at once. I'm gonna lock the gyms open if you want to give it a fair shot. That's not half a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. I cannot begin to name the reason why it won't work, but let's discuss this later. Time for the battles. Here enough, let's call him out. Daniel, your opponent will be Caleb. Good morning. How are you? Can't complain. I've been extraordinarily busy recently with May, Brendan, and Serena, all preparing madly for the upcoming contest. I'm afraid the name escapes me. I remember the mouthful, though. The winning water drop festival contest, yep. Oh, yes, that was exactly. Shot mine. Well, regardless of what it's called, my roommates are quite busy. Rather, I'm ashamed of my competitive inaction, if I may confess that to you. It's completely fine to just focus on your studying and training. True, but I did have plans to join the student council and I didn't have a backup plan. My own foolishness, of course. Perhaps I'm still looking for my own niche. You'll find it, man. I tried briefly tutoring Wally in our shared fighting and fairy electives, though perhaps my Koban calling may be a teacher. Unfortunately, he seems uncomfortable around me. Not an ideal situation for roommates to be in. He was rather fond of you, though. Why, half of my aborted attempts at tutelage was my own vain attempt at teaching him to imitate you. Really, how did you do that? Mostly stating his desire to be champion and running around a lot.
He sounds like Black from the mangas.
Okay, a Wally goes up, in a direction you are not necessarily appreciative of. Well, I imagine that's enough, Gob. Let's proceed with our battle. I assume you go easy on me, but... Frankly, my fair baby has been absolute brat recently. She requires some correction, and I'm not equipped to deliver it. Jeez, Caleb. You really get your full baby under control. Yeah, preaching to the choir, my dear Danielle.
Anyway, how did I take care of this? Two calm minds. Tried getting out two calm minds that I needed. Side beam. Down it goes. Awesome. Feelings. Another side beam. And how? That's crazy. I'm gonna send out Lay. Have to use Drain Kiss. Ooh, flinching. That's a bad one. fine though. Uchi, my baby. Let's drain kiss and hope it doesn't kill me immediately. Awesome. Awesome. And that should do it. There we go. Good, Caleb.
I'm not even surprised. Very well done, my friend. I want my battles to be fun and surprising. Tragically, we cannot give everything we want, though you've got a good start. On that note, thank you for your assistance in repriming my baby. All I did was knock her out. She's going to be exactly the same when she gets her energy back. So you say, but hope springs eternal. By the way, shouldn't your baby be a floette by now? Oh geez, sorry, did I say something wrong? I was like, doubting your ability or anything. No, it's not that. You're quite right. She, by all rights, should be. She simply refuses to avow, sort of a power play over me. What? That can't be right. I know that Pokemon are inherently good, but their actions really do seem to be, well, manipulative. I cannot say manipulative with a French accent. Well, manipulative is a strong word, but it rather fits. I cannot imagine what more she wants. I have given her all my attention, fair but effective training, high-quality food, and increasingly the last stretch of my sanity. I don't know a lot of Pokemon, but I've heard something like this. Something like this. Certainly, I don't expect this to be the sort of lady temples I have to deal with. Stay strong, man. That'll be all for today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yep. Just walking after you, suddenly notice a diverse group of students sitting around a table. Not so much about figure at the center. Eesh, they don't look happy. Well, except Dawn. With Phoebos here, we absolutely cannot afford to put forth anything less than our absolute best. Our success as coordinators depend on our success in the Millennium Drop Water Festival contest. That's why I need to call another meeting this evening. I hear that this contest is really important, but what does Phobos being here have to do with that? He's one of the school board members, and one of the richest too. No wonder if our tuition's been going to him. Brandon and I were really hoping for a break, though. Look, battlers won't take us seriously. They never have. There's a reason only region where contests are actually popular is the Hoenn region, and it's just because they were invented there. If we want battlers to take us seriously, if we want the World Contest Championship to someday hold the same weight as the World Champion, then we need to be serious. I've attended all these emergency meetings so far, but it's tiring, more so than I'm accustomed to handling. I'm not asking anything of you more than you can do. I'm only asking you to do the most you can do. Guess we have to. None of us are going to walk away from direct instruction by Lisa anyway. But I still don't get what that pompous blowhard Phoebos has to do with this. He's not a parent? Just tell us. Well, if he's a coordinator, he'll be inclined to assist us monetarily, no? He wouldn't want to do that if it turns out there's no amount of money that can make us shape up, though. That's exactly right, which is why we need to win the Millennium Drop Water Festival contest. That title, does she have to say that title every time? To prove to Phoebos that the Coordinators Club deserves just as much funding as the battle team. That'll never happen. Koban's battle team is legendary. Besides, they've got Tamarushi family bankrolling them now. Exactly. They don't need the school's funding. They can reach into Tamaru's pockets. And I have to know for a fact that Phoebos isn't overly fond of Phoebos isn't overly fond of the battle team. My throat. It hurts so much. I'm sure we can get him to divert some funding, but only if you prove it we're worthy of it. That's why I don't want to see a single non-Koban student in that winner's circle. That's why we're having an emergency meeting after school today.
Yes, Lisa.
Cheer up, guys. More practice just means we'll shine even better when the contest happens. Seems like Dawn's the only one who doesn't mind the intense training. I guess since she's already used to the battle team, this probably feels easier. The coordinator club eventually disappears. Alright, I should find the table now. Oh wow, Daniel! I totally didn't notice you here. Hey! Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean you're easy to miss. You're really not. I just was surprised, that's all. Totally fine. Oh, I just had an idea, totally off the head, but since you're here, tried to come with me to today's emergency coordinating meeting club. Not to do anything, I'm just asking if you'd like to watch. It's after classes lets out, so I guess you wouldn't have any free time. But watching one of Lisa's club meetings is really a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And Yellow mentioned she might want to watch that too. If I go there, I'll run into her. On the other hand, I might want to do something else this evening, but like Claire said, it's a one-time thing. Besides, all the other coordinators are going to be at the meeting. Decisions. I think I said yes to this earlier. But, I mean, I do want to still... I think this will... Nah, I'm gonna just go. Screw it. Really? Awesome! I love how you think all my ideas are so good. Just what means a ton to me. It's really an admirable trait. Just another reason I like you. See you later, then. Where's she going? This is the cafeteria. She's eating in the garden again. Whatever. I live for Toast Rims. Yum. Anyway, our famous table. We are... Ooh. But... Yellow can tell me about Hilbert today. Not that it matters, because I'm not saying this file. Let's see. 51, 50. I'm just going to round that down to 45 to make it easier. 50, 55, 60. 3 more days to get him there. Then I can Sunday through these 3. Yeah. So it's really just Misty and Rosa that I'm far behind on. And Rosa. Awesome. Electric. Gosh. And Bug, I believe, is the other class she was in. Those 3 classes that I need, that I could do. Definitely don't need to do electric because I'm already high on those 2. Sabrina. Bug. Sure, why not? None of this matters anyway. I'm gonna... Class about to starting when suddenly, Daniel! Oh, hey Clara, you're in this class too? Of course, Bug is my favorite type of all time. That's cool. Plus, Dr. Berg is such a great artist. I'm a massive fan of his work. Really? You're the artsy type? Oh well, I'm not any good, but I think everyone's an artist deep inside. I don't brag about it like some people, because I think art should just be used to make people happy, not for personal glory, you know? Fortunately, not everyone thinks this way. Clara takes a quick look over to another student, which you realize with the start is Melody. Oh, she's also in this class. And she's sitting on the desk again. I heard she's in this class because she thinks it's an easy A. She'll be pretty disappointed when she finds out just how her unusual strategy won't work. Huh, what do you mean? Oh, don't make me say it. It's embarrassing, but like, Instructor Bird's totally married, you know? No luck there, Melody, sorry. Wait, you don't mean she... That's just what I've heard, but I don't think I believe it. See, I see the best in everyone. but a lot of people have been saying it. Jeez, I hope she doesn't make this class difficult then. Well, if she does, you can just sit with me. There's no need to think about her when I'm here, no matter what she does. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Let me just talk to Ethan for a sec. Of course, don't leave me waiting, though. Alright, time for bug class. Gotta buckle down for this one. Today's project is for the fashionably inclined among us. I should have made it Among Us joke, but I'm not gonna, so... In fact, I got this idea from my dear colleague Valerie, with whom I often collaborate. Voila! I present an inimitable Burmy, perhaps the most stylish of bug types. Burmy can be found in all sorts of habitats, from blazing deserts to urban alleyways. Why am I giving a British? He's from Unova. He's a New Yorker. And wherever they go, Burmy always dress the part. They whip up a new cloak using whatever they find in the local environment. This can even change their evolution types, adding a splash of personal color. Your task today is to make your own outfit for this Burmy. No restrictions. Let your creativity roam free. Perhaps you'll use shells in case Burmy has an undiscovered water-type form, or charcoal, or papier-mâché. I can't wait to see our little friends walking the runway. Burmysburg has a sand cloak made from glitter and tinsel. Let's make bonds and creases. Your bug proficiency, yep, it's level 6. And that's the end of today's lecture. I'm going to screw off to Discord land in a second, just to see. Yep, I already said that. He's really making an effort. This was another one of his class long lectures. It was actually about modern, practical, competitive battle strategies. I wonder if I could have helped him in my class if I had said something earlier. You're free to go. Enjoy your evenings. Sam Eyes lingers on Melly, who has been on her phone the entire class. Miss Melody. I'm texting. That's the issue. You should not be. Whatever, what is it? Thursday test will be extremely difficult. I recommend you pay attention to the lectures I give. I had Rowan class last year. I think I'll be fine. Sam seems afflicted. He furrows his brows and rubs his forehead. What do I need here? I'm just gonna go purely off of... Yeah, I need charm. Charm increases 100. Hey, Sam. Glad. I don't believe I had an opportunity to apologize yet for my teaching method thus far. You don't need to. You're new to this. I mean, it worked for me. You got me to memorize every single Pokemon's data, you know? No way I could have known how much went into teaching. I believe I should have, though. I thought simply having the knowledge, then sharing it, would be enough, but it seems that I don't even necessarily have the knowledge I thought I did. Immensely frustrating. And now there's a human element with new, troubled students. It was pretty bad timing. I didn't create the digital Pokedex on my first try, nor on my 13th. Persistence is all that's required of me now. Still, it's rather demoralizing to realize that a field I thought I'd master, I'd really no proficiency at all in. I used to scoff at Archer Katsura's insistence he study the science of teaching before he became a teacher. I'd imagine a man of his intelligence was far past the need to do such a thing. Foolish of me in hindsight. Well, we're in a school. There's never a better place to learn new things. True, but I'd rather it's not at your expense. Sam. Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. I should go meet up with Claire, right? Where does the coordinator club usually meet? Oh, you're going to watch the coordinator's club meeting? Oh, I didn't realize I said that out loud, but yeah, that's the plan. That's so great! It's about time we coordinators get a chance to show you battle team times what we can do in our arena. We have our meeting in the test coliseum. I'm going there now. If you'd like to come with me. Sure, let me just go get changed. Of course. Brenda and I will meet you outside Rally Call since both of our dorms are out there. You got it. Oops, did not say that properly. You back to your room and explain to Ethan what you're doing. Contest? contest. Yeah, sure, have fun, I guess. You could sound less enthusiastic. There's like 2 things you do with Pokemon, and that's the least interesting one. Get off my back. You seem to be in a grumpy mood. You probably are thankful for the excuse to step out. Where are they? Oh, this is the one where they have the nice outfits. Hey, sorry, really. We can find my Shvenchi. Completely fine. I wasn't here long. Just. Hey, you ready to go, bro? Daniel, are you alright? Your face is a little flushed. You know what? I want to see what all of these are. For the funnies. There you go. Alright, let's see what all of these are having to say. You guys look amazing. Hey, thanks, bro. You too. From one brother who puts in the work to look good to another. Respect. Thanks, Daniel. You like my contest outfit? Brandon suited for me himself. I mean, I just use a pattern. I didn't create the design. This dress is based on something Lisa wore in her early career, but I guess it's pretty good. Doesn't require pairs all the time. Most contest outfits are built to be light, so they fall apart pretty often. I try to make outfits that bring out the best of the wearer, and don't require buttloads of cash to keep running. You're so practical, sweetheart. We're running a bit late, though. Lisa will tear our heads off when we're not there, and in position in time. I swear, the only one who can keep up with her is Dawn. Well, Lisa did specifically recruit her. That's the entire reason we even got Liz. Well, trying to kill him anyway. And we are so grateful. I get that, but what Lisa said about me to try harder to be taken seriously than battle is real true. I see where she's coming from, honestly. Yeah, she's not wrong, just intense. Anyway, that's why we gotta hurry to the SimCon. Yeah, just one question. Where is it? What? Daniel, it's right behind the battle hall. That's not on my map. Daniel, can you see that map? Sure. Okay, you're right, but it's not on there, but Brandon points to the big silver ring that, as Hoenner says, behind the battle hall. It is there, bro. I thought that was part of the city. A little bit, but campus extends into the city for a few blocks. That map you have is pretty zoomed in. I've been here for 2 months and I'm just now learning this? Jeez, please don't tell me. I never hear the end of it. Oh crap, we gotta go. Triple time. Run, babe, run, go! Alright, let's see what the other ones are. You look seriously hot. Hey, thanks. Yep, we put some get respect. That's it. Alright. I guess it's looking pretty bad in terms of it's probably just going to be yeah. Yeah. And then just me sweating. I think I got some fresh water here somewhere. Hold up. Don't go passing out on us, bro. Yesterday hydrated running in May. It's seriously hot out here. You're telling me. The 2 extremely attractive coordinators look at you with earnest concern. You attempt to hitch an unflustered grin on your face. May and Brandon exchange a curious look. Yep. Yep, everything else. I just noticed that May has the Mega Stone on her scrunchy thing at the bottom there. Yep. Brandon May leads you for the location. First outside the battle hall, then to a new location, the outside of a shining silver building that you must assume is the Contest Coliseum. Before pulling a sharp turnaround to the back of the building. Through the back! At least directly to the practice room. Lisa might not see us coming this way. Directly? You didn't mention the hallway. It's just the end of this. We're almost there. We're too late. Hi, Daniel. You're here. I didn't know you were going to watch one of our practices, Daniel. How lovely. Daniel, what are you doing here? This is the contest club. Did you get lost getting away into the battle hall? I mean, I don't hate that you're here. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Daniel. I thought about inviting you for a while now, but I'm still upset it's not the pink dress from the anime, and it's the dress from the games. Well, I was worried you'd find it boring, I guess. Gosh, this sickness is really making it hard to talk. So it seems you're an interesting contest too. Aren't you the Renaissance man? Versatile mind is an attractive quality on its own merits. Oh, you actually came! I'm so glad. I hope you're keeping your eyes on me. Daniel, right? That's me. Why do I know you? I beat Dawn in the quarter clashes. Oh yeah, that's right! Right, and that's the Pichu. I remember it now. Well, thank you for bringing my club members here. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to step out of the practice room for now, though. We're just about to discuss strategy for the Millennium Drop Water Festival contest, and we don't want to let any secrets out. It's totally fine. If you would like to watch our practice performance, you can head out to the open air stage. It's directly down the hall. Christian and Caleb are there. I believe it's here Jasmine and I. Sounds like a plan. Sorry for interrupting everyone. Totally fine, bro. Thanks for running with us. We'll see you in a bit. Remember, it's a straight line down the hallway. I don't think I'm getting lost and I'm lost. I swear, the exact moment I step off the map, please forgive me. Okay, I'll shoot you a step right. Let's just turn around and grab the door handle. Leave this ready room when you find yourself in the wind strangely. Watch this flicker. Yeah, let's get out of here, bud. Clunk. What? Why is the door opening? What's happening? Is it? Before I panic too much, twist the knob north the other direction, and the door easily opens. No one saw that. You're still cool. You're still cool. You leave the room. Anyone there? Anyone there? Is anyone there? You're not the one. Why not? Who could it be? I mean, it's probably whatever the official name of the Hex Maniac is from Master ZX. Was it like Helena or something? Phew. Here we are, I found my way back to the hallway. Should just be the end of this May said, right? May said, right? Let's go. It looks like the coordinators are here already. Yes, they've arrived on stage about a half hour ago. What? No way! I left the practice room like 5 minutes ago! Well, I'm not sure what months of logic would allow that to be a possibility. I mean, yeah, obviously it's possible, but... Ah, shoot. Oops. Oh, someone popped up sometime ago, like an hour ago. I should probably stop yapping, but in any case, they informed me that you were coming here when the coordinators died. Suppose you'd have some individuals that dragged you away. No, I just got turned around and ended up in the ready room, but I swear I wasn't there for more than a couple of minutes. I fully believe you. Perhaps it's just my own perception of time that's flawed. Kim coolly checks his phone clock. Whatever he saw did not seem to impress him, and he puts his phone back in his pocket. Well, whatever the case, it's not worth thinking of. Look, Krish is coming back. Oh, you showed up. Thought you skipped out. In Krish's hands, he holds a couple of slushies. Sorry, Daniel, only got 2. Didn't know you'd be here. That's fine, my stomach feels weird anyway. Not sure I could drink right now. Krisha, where'd you get those? Is someone running a store here? Only who'd you'd expect. And I'm not sure. Business. Did somebody say business? That is uncanny. I've tried 4 times ever since the election. Works every time. I guess no one did? Seriously, how do you do that? You're like a ghost. Just phase into reality when there's a chance to make a buck. Haha, no, definitely not a ghost, but I appreciate the compliment. The only visible hand out about is the free market. Well, I'm glad you're mortal. Pretty sure I ran into a ghost, or I'm going crazy. Got a family history of psychosis? My grandpa thought we were still at war with Unova. Not a good sign. Wait, what do you mean you're pretty sure you ran into a ghost? Oh, nothing really. I'm just joking. I got lost, found this empty ready room. Lights flickered. I couldn't figure out how the doorknob worked. It looked like a couple of minutes, but somehow I ended up sitting for like an hour and a half. In this building? Yeah, just in the hallway out that door. She seems really serious about this. Alright, well, if no one's in the mood to buy the lint I've got in my pocket right now, I've got other business engagements to handle. See ya, stay thrifty. As Gardenia walks away, she pulls out her phone. You don't hear what she says into it, but you can make out only one word. Commissions. Is she making something for someone? How bizarre. Sonoans, yeah, they think they see spirits, ghosts, and fairies, whatever, around every corner. That's just a stereotype. Instructor Winona is a devout archaeist, and she's not Sonoan. And Instructor Winona needs to believe in the universe has some sort of plan to not have her breakdown every 10 minutes. Conversation trails off as Crucial Caleb and you all turn attention to the stage, where the coordinators are performing rigorous drills of segments of their performances. Hi, Daniel. Oh, hey, Yale. Couldn't find something else to do again? Guess not. Please, take a seat with us. Thanks. I must confess, come out here to support Serena, but I'm not quite certain what we're watching. Hey, don't think Paldea ever had a contest league, just Jotonian contests. 4. Jasmine's done those. I can't even watch them then. My brain is scrambled right now. How long have I been going at this for? Gosh, an hour. How much further do I have? And then we get to supposedly what's going to happen with Clara, but we rejected her, so that shouldn't be the case. Guess we're gonna find out. Yes, in Koban, instead of having 5 different contest tracks, there's one kind of contest. Whether you try to appeal through showing off the toughness of Pokemon, or the beauty, or the coolness, that's up to you. You don't even need to stick to a specific kind of appeal throughout the contest. Interesting. That's not how it works in other regions, is it? Nope, Koban likes to be contrarian like that. You gaze at the stage, trying to make out the performance. You can't hear anything that's being said, though it looks like a few of them are singing. Guess they didn't hook up the mics? Pardon my ignorance, but they all seem to perform simultaneously. Are these team-based contests, then? No. 5 performers all perform simultaneously. In Koban contests, they all fight for the judge's attention, but it's not really fighting, because you get points making your rivals' appeals look better. Fascinating. With wonderful spirit of cooperation. Are we not going to acknowledge the fact that Ventia just appeared out of thin air? Amazing what they can do with special effects nowadays, isn't it? You and Yell share a look. Is there really such thing as being too unflappable? Anyways, yes, they're all performances at the same time. In this region, the performances of the trainers are considered just as important as those of the Pokemon, so every appeal has 2 parts to it. The performance and the Pokemon's moves. Now my brain is scrambling again. Curious, it seems that there's sort of science to this. Appears the humans performs the appeals to fall into 3 different categories. Hardy seems to be one of them, singing and playing instruments. Physical appeals are born through dancing and acrobatics. Perhaps even features of these strengths consider. Oh my god, I'm just fried right now. The 3rd kind of appeal is prop-based appeals, or just props. These use exterior features like juggling, pyrotechnics, or magic tricks. Ah, there's hidden wires that allow theater to fly. Yes, that is correct. So, who's judging these things? Oh, Kobai contests have 3 judges. The instructor Fantina will be one of the judges at the Millennium Drop. It's pretty useful to know who judges are ahead of time, so you can tailor your performance to them. Sensible. They'll be wanting a specific kind of appeal, won't they? Techniques that demonstrate your Pokemon's toughness might not go over well for a judge who's in the mood to see a cute Pokemon display. I've been there before. When I still ported, there's some judges you knew weren't in a good mood. Maybe I should just stop, because this is really tiring. Good mood, nothing you can do but squeeze points out of them. That's why you need to keep an eye on judges who seem most excited. If you managed to push a judge over the edge, they'd reward you with tons of points. Of course, after they were satisfied, they'd want to see something else too, so you couldn't rely on the same tricks forever. Probably for the best. A contest where one performance does the same thing over and over sounds rather dull. Could live with it. Sounds like the same Pokemon contest as it did for snowboarding then. Once a judge awards jackpot, they usually start looking for something else, but it can be easier to get excited since they've been warmed up. So a ton of these contests. You know a ton about these contests, Yellow. Are you sure you don't have any interest? I couldn't do it. I mean, even if I was interested, coordinators, everyone up on stage, they're so brave and beautiful. A moment passes, as Screwshot Caleb and you all lock eyes and communicate in the universal man language of eyebrow waggling. You nod in complete silent agreement. But you're beautiful too, Yellow! Thanks, but please don't say that. Of course. Come on, listen. You meant it though. Don't. So, Yellow, you and the boys watch the contest with passive interest. Sharp notes the little oddities though. Perhaps your singers are slightly different rhythms. May's dance steps not perfectly coordinated. She stumbles once or twice. After a while, Jasmine has to excuse herself from the stage and sits down to the front row as she covers her breath. A clear sport work clashes somewhat with the other coordinators' formal outfits, even with the addition of her mint coat. Meanwhile, Tia seems to be entirely aware of the other performers, dancing to a tune only she can hear. Lisa dashes between these performers, providing advanced, straightening out outfits, between guides, notes, for performances. She's clearly sweating. Only Dawn has a performance you could call flawless, but you can't help but feel that her performance is lacking some originality. Of course, you don't recall ever seeing a Pokemon contest of any nature before, so you're not really sure where that impression is coming from. Oh, that looked like it hurt. Should I? Oh, no, she's okay. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, we're all thinking it. They're trying very hard, and we should be proud of them. Oh? What do you think it's gonna say? Have more faith. I suppose Lisa's only had them for less than a month. There were a lot of coordinators who were part of the club before who just joined as some hobbyists. After you convinced Lisa to take over, most of the club dropped out. There used to be about 40 of them. And now there's less than 40 of that members. Did I do something wrong by asking Lisa to teach? You did something you thought was right, that you thought would help people at the time. That's all anyone can really do, really. Not to preoccupy us. The only reason they're worried about making a splash that millennium is because now there's an actual chance they might. Oh my god. I should probably go to sleep. Lisa, nah. Making the splash? I do more than ice puns. Anyway, Yellow Rusha says is right. You helped the coordinators, the one who wanted to work for it, out. Yes, you might have upset a few hobbyists, but just your Bailey, a large building you're in. Seems a bit of a waste for the school to have spent this much money on a club that doesn't get stuff done. Suppose they have some truth amongst your points. Thank you for your support, you two. Anytime. It looks like they're wrapping up. It's getting kind of late. We should probably head back to dorm, Daniel. You don't look excited. Come think of it, Ethan was in a bad mood earlier as well. Did something happen between you two? Not between us. Looks like Yellow's actually mad at that. I didn't think that was possible. I wonder what happened. Yes, let's... Rusha, was it? What's she doing here? Who? Oh. Watch the Coordinators Club, not crime. What are you doing here? I'm here to support Serena. Keep an eye on Jasmine. Got it, your girlfriend's dragging you up here. Hold on now. You're kidding me? Her and me? We're friends, nothing more. There's not even potential for more. Can you see that working? Really? There's so many reasons that's not happening. I mean, the very idea buggers the imagination. The magnitude of factors. Not happening. Ever. This is so effing high school. Fine, your friends, who are girls, but not girlfriends, dragged you here. What about you, Blondie? I just think they're pretty. That's so sad. You're literally going to make me cry. Right, I'm gonna go to join the team. Be right back. Later, John. Huh? Join the team? What does she mean by that? Why did she ask me why I'm here? Why did she ask me why I'm here? You're unfortunately being the most interesting person in every room. going to have to realize that occasionally people wish to interact with each other without using you as a medium. If you keep leaving my head, I'm gonna start charging you rent. Oh my gosh. I don't have it in me to do this. I already did it for last time. My throat's hurting. There's too many girl voices. I'm just gonna skip through so we can get to the Clara part. Legs. One, two. Yep. Sorry about this. Yep. Yep. And Tia stuff. Same. Yep. And Melody. Patty Melody. Okay. Yep. Archipelago. Sorry, I know this is boring, but like, again, real tired, throat hurts, all that jazz. I still don't understand why they have this allegedly set in 2004, but then they have Raihan be like an influencer type from the modern era. Yep. Worse. Trade. Yep. I'm sorry. I know this is boring, but Mr. Yep. Really. Here, listen to that voicemail. Just there, I guess. I just immediately go to bed. Yep. Alright then. Beauty. Oh my gosh. This isn't fun. I mean, not in the... Yeah, sorry, this probably isn't fun. I'm going to just stop. Here. 26. I'm gonna stop here. Because if I'm gonna half-heart this, then I shouldn't be doing it in the first place. Shut up, Windows. So yeah, things will be interesting because it's Thanksgiving break now here in the land of academia, and I don't know, maybe I'll do more streams. Maybe I'll do more streams of this throughout the week. Maybe I won't, because there's still some stuff I need to do. But like, that's a possibility. Maybe I don't think I'm gonna do a stream on Black Friday, because I'm gonna be very busy Black Friday with, like, you know, family and stuff. And plus, you know, the Lodestar Showdown is gonna be on Black Friday, and there's no way I'm missing that, because I mean, the Longhorn season is pretty much over. Like, unless the college football playoff committee is really stupid and puts in an 8-3 or like 9-3, 8-4 Longhorns into the playoffs over a 10-2 team that deserves it more, we're not going to make it. So at this point, the only things we have to look forward to is hopefully kicking whoever's butt we face in the bowl game that we're going to get, which it's probably going to be something dumb like the Texas Bowl. I really hope it's the Pop-Tart Bowl, but realistically that's going to be like, what, Oklahoma, Nebraska, something like that. But like, so winning our bowl game, and the other thing is blemishing A&M's perfect record, because at this point we're their only difficult matchup at this point, because they're playing Bradford this week. Yeah, no, they're gonna go 9-0 heading into the Aggie Longhorn game, and so it's our chance to blemish their otherwise perfect record so far, and to put those Aggies back in their place. So I'm not gonna miss that, and that's gonna run till like what, 11, 12 o'clock at night. So I'm probably not going to stream Friday. So maybe I'll either stream sometime earlier in the week, obviously not Thanksgiving, or I'll stream the Saturday afterwards, and it'll be super extra. Like, I'm going to start at like 5 or 6 or whatever, not the 10, 11 o'clock I normally do, and like go for however the heck long I want to go for. And that'll be the plan. So those are the options. Because like normally I'd have to go with family to stuff on Saturday, but it's going to be the Saturday after Thanksgiving, so, you know, don't have to do that. But yeah, that's kind of what the plan is. And so yeah, well, not the plan, but like that's kind of what I have concepts of a plan. But yeah, that'll be all for this stream. Thank you all for watching. And until next time, bye.